building. As I said before, it's the largest state capitol building in the United States. A lot of people will tell you that's where everything bigger in Texas kind of comes from. Back in the 1880s, when we built this structure, we wanted to match the DC federal building. We wanted to prove that we had the infrastructure power and manpower and the money to build something like that. So we actually built it bigger than the DC federal building in 1880s. Now over time, DC has grown a lot, but so have we. In the 1980s, y'all see these sunroofs out to the side here? There was a bit of a fire in the Capitol building. They decided to go ahead and redo most of it and add about 400,000 square feet underneath our feet right here. So there's a whole nother Capitol building that goes all the way to the back of that garden right there, and then all the way out to the sides on either side here. You can do tours throughout the whole thing. Bottom is just offices and stuff like that. You really don't need to do that. But when we're done with our tour today, you walk right down the hill, go inside. At least you can fit the entire Statue of Liberty inside the Capitol building right there. We tried it. Have any of y'all ever been to a Six Flags amusement park? So y'all know the roller coasters and stuff like that. So the original's out of my hometown of Arlington, Texas, and it's a Texas-owned company. And the name comes from the Six Flags, the six seals right there on the flag, that have ruled over Texas since we started drawing lines on the map in like the early 1500s around here. So we got Spain, France, Mexico, the Republic of Texas, the Lone Star right there, and then the two sides of the Civil War. And it said, oh, everybody scoot over just a little bit for me here. And it said that the empty circle up top, right there, point, that's for when Texas secedes again. That's the second Lone Star, our seventh flag, is what they're waiting for. Now, you've been hanging out with a Texan for about 30 minutes. We're required by law to let you know that we can secede if we wanted to. I love this guy. But right around here, guys, good picture to start with. So if you wanted to, one group at a time, kind of roll right up there for me. I'll kind of picture you all on the Segway. Awesome. All right, y'all. Y'all ready to head downtown? Yeah. Let's do it. Let's head down South Congress. Starting in the early 1500s, that first flag, that first seal up there, all the way from Mexican Americans to the 20th century. A little history lesson here if you don't want to read through all these plaques, but what I like to bring up is the word Texas. A lot of people will just tell you it's the English translation of the Spanish word Tejas. It comes from a much older word, a word that started to get used about 10,000 years ago in the area by Caddo Native Americans. It's called Tejas. And what Tejas means, loosely translates to friendship. Why all these Texas people are friendly. It's been built in for 10,000 years. What it more so translates to is that feeling of excitement you get in your stomach when you're gonna see a friend or a group of friends that you hadn't seen in a long time. It alludes to the Great Plains that were controlled by these giant tribal nations that would spread out over thousands of miles and then get back together every once in a while in places like Austin, places like Barton Springs and Zilker Park, natural occurring fresh cold water out of the ground, big open area for them to break and train horses or prepare for war parties and stuff like that. So people have been coming to Austin for 10,000 years. It's just a place to be, right? All right, guys, rolling on through here. up in Texas, you gotta take 4 years of Texas state history. You learn that you're from Texas before you ever learn that you're from the United States. They ingrain it in you here. Even if you grow up blue and liberal and stuff like that, you still say you're from Texas first. But we didn't learn this story, which I think sucks. Beautiful story. 1842, Angelina Eberly ran the Texas Inn. She worked her ass off her entire life to earn this position and earn a part ownership in the inn, something that didn't really happen with women in 1840s Texas. General Houston was the commanding general of the army at the time. He ran the Republic of Texas. He wanted to move the capital from the newly founded Austin to his namesake of Houston. He was voted down by the legislature, so they said, no, we're going to stick with Austin. We like you here. Not as swampy as Houston. He didn't take no for an answer, so he sent a private militia in to steal the Constitution of Texas and remove it from Austin, place it in Houston, defend it there. We would have had our own little civil war, something like that. Something would have gone wrong, or Houston might be the capital then. Angelina was awake that night attending to some chores. She fired this cannon that sat loaded outside the municipal building for incoming Mexican and Spanish armies. Scared that militia off long enough for the local police to arrive, then arrest a couple of them, chase the rest out of town. She was then put in charge of the defense of the Constitution until a proper safe was built. So if not for her bravery, y'all be doing a swamp boat tour through Houston right now, looking at alligators instead of my beautiful city. Come on through, y'all. Sights and sounds of Austin. All right, guys, cross it over. Oh, sorry, ma'am. Hands middle, one on top of the other. One big step down. Perfect. Got it.